Hello, my little acorns. Please forgive me if I sound a little hoarse. I think I'm getting sick or I have allergies. I'm not really sure, but the tree and grass pollen where I live is really high, so I might actually be allergic. I don't know. So, today's video is a 3-month update on my Daith or Daith piercing, however you want to say it. And it's actually drifting more towards 4 months. I just haven't gotten around to making this video. I wasn't sure if I was going to, because I don't know if people really want to see this, but I think piercing stories and videos are fascinating, so I'm gonna make it. So my piercing seems to be healing up pretty well. I haven't had too much trouble with the actual healing process, except for hypertrophic scarring, which is pretty common with this piercing. And I had this idiot idea that I was going to just let it go. I wasn't going to worry about the hypertrophic scarring because it's in my ear. Nobody's going to actually look in my ear. And then I had this brilliant idea that I had purchased a pretty little piece of jewelry for it, and I'm never going to be able to wear that if I let this hypertrophic scarring go crazy. So then I realized I needed to do something about it. I'm an idiot. So with my nose, because I have my nose pierced, I used a caustic solution, like a wart remover kind of solution, because I never believed the tea tree would work. I just didn't, in my brain, think it would work. So I tried that on my ear, which wasn't a good idea. It didn't actually seem to adhere to that area for some reason. I think maybe because it's a little more greasy than your nose. Or maybe my ears are more greasy than my nose. It's probably something terrible to admit. So I did go and get some tea tree oil, and it does work. It is very slow though, and so I think it's caustic, but it's very slow acting. It's not as caustic as, say, like wart remover or something. So I went almost 2 months with not treating my hypertrophic scarring, and I'm sorry that the pictures I have isn't of it at its worst. I deleted that picture like an idiot. I don't know why. I must have accidentally deleted it. So the picture I'm going to show you is, the first picture is my ear when it was first done. The middle one is during the worst picture I have of the hypertrophic scarring, or the biggest picture I have of it, and then the last one is from earlier today when I did my cleaning. And through the course of my kind of researching, I wasn't really researching, but I did stumble across some information where the round jewelry like I have supposedly promotes the hypertrophic scarring, which I didn't know, but in this instance I probably would have gone with round jewelry anyway because of the shape of the ear. I think it's really kind of cute that way. So the jewelry that I'm assuming I'm going to be wearing is going to be round, so that's why I would wear it, or that's why I would choose that. And I also saw some information on deep versus shallow piercings. I guess the more shallow a Daith piercing, the more likely it is to migrate. Not sure about it. There was also some stuff about, oh, you'll feel it flopping around, and I guess if that would irritate you, you probably don't want to have a shallow Daith piercing. Mine, I think, is pretty deep. I don't really feel it flopping around. I mean, at this early juncture, I don't think it's going to be migrating, so I think it's fine where it is. And the migraine question. I don't know. I don't know if it helps my migraines, because when I first got it, I didn't really think it helped. But now that I've had it a while, I'm kind of thinking that I'm having less migraines. That, you know, it hasn't completely stopped them, but I'm having less of them. And that is pretty refreshing, I've got to say. So I'm not really sure. I know that if I can, you know, if I kind of realize I'm having one soon enough, I can kind of pinch on the side that I don't have the piercing on, and it will give me temporary relief. I don't want to talk myself out of it, But at the same time, I feel like because it heals and it becomes, you know, a healed part of your body, that it's not going to work. Like, you know, like a fresh injury would, because when you get a fresh injury or a piercing, there's a lot of endorphins that go on in your body, and it kind of gives you a little high. And that's why a lot of people like getting pierced, or, you know, when people do like the ritualistic, you know, ball dance where they get pierced, that's why they're doing it, because you do get a little rush, a little high of it. So I'm thinking, my theory is that if you were to get acupuncture, it would be like that. You'd be getting kind of a little endorphin rush with it. So I'm not sure that having a static piercing that's healed is really going to have the same effect. I don't know. I'll let you know if and when it ever heals. I mean, I don't think it's healed right now. I think it's pretty good. I don't know, because I'm in my mind thinking it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a year. So I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be a year, and I have all this time to deal with it. And yeah, but I think it is healing up pretty well. I don't think it's healed. And I haven't gone to change the piercing jewelry out because of the hypertrophic scarring. It's hard to say, hypertrophic scarring. So I haven't changed the jewelry out because of my level of hypertrophic scarring, but it is looking really good now. It's looking pretty much like it was when it was first done. And as always, good night, America, wherever you are.